don't feel really too good about lying to Ed.
So with the final three being myself, Wade, and Emily, it's down to the final three Duchesne people, the Duchesne Alliance as I like to call it. Since the beginning, we made this alliance right away after we were walking away from the second community challenge, I believe it was. And right then and there we said that we wouldn't vote against each other if we didn't have to, and I'm shocked we actually got this far, but it's good to know that someone from Duchesne is going to win this prize, since Duchesne is the best dorm in the world.
My trust with Mike and Ryan has definitely proved itself because we have come this far. We've all had to lie to different people at different points, but we've done it for each other, to keep each other safe.
It's not just my fault, it's their fault too.
The immunity challenge at Tribal Council I thought was very nerve-wracking. One, because I thought there was a possibility of me getting voted off if Ed won, and two, because Ed almost did win. So I think it was very, very huge of Ryan to win, because I think if he didn't win, I could have been gone.
So last challenge, we needed Ed not to win. So it was basically up to me, Gabo, and Emily to win immunity. And the challenge was questions about past survivors. At one point, like, all three of us, me, you, and Ed, were still in it together. And I don't know what you screwed up.
We were tied, and then I guess I missed a question.
So then it was just me and Ed in the finals, and that was kind of intense. I was confident, like, I knew both of the answers, and luckily Ed didn't remember the Thriller by Michael Jackson, which was so key.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Good thing.
Okay, so tomorrow, our challenge, it's going to determine the final two, which, I mean, I feel like there's kind of a lot of pressure on all of us.
Now we're, like, set, and now I think it'll be fun from now on. Like, more, it's always been fun, but I think it'll be more fun.
Well, this will be the hardest, though.
Yeah, what, the challenge?
Well, not so much whoever gets immunity, but having to vote the next person off.
You're gonna flip a coin? Alright, and then... Alright.
I don't know, is that...
That's
the
what I'm
plan?
doing.
Oh, okay.
If I win immunity.
So with me being in the top three and the money increasing for each person who wins it, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I could win $30 as third prize, so even if I lose there, I gain $10. What a deal. And even if I get second, I get $60. And if I win, I get $150. So I'm sitting pretty right now. I don't think the money matters that much as other people in the game think it does, but I think pride and dignity are pretty high in my list, so I don't really care about the money, actually. I think the money can, I think Jeff can shove his money up his ass. So, I don't know, I'm more in it for pride and stuff, but it's cool that I'm in the final three, and then I'm guaranteed some cash.
I don't know how I feel about Ryan doing coin toss. I guess it's fair because he wants to prove that he's not like closer with me or Mike, or wants either of us more to be in the final two, which is good. But it just, I don't know, like if I lose or something, it's just gonna suck to know that was determined by a coin toss.
My plan was to just, if I win immunity, designate heads for someone and tails for the other person, and flip it. And whoever wins the toss gets to come along, the top two.
I guess I had no plan.
Alright.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to get immunity. I mean, it'd be wonderful to know that no matter what, I have a chance of winning. But just the fact how close I've gotten with Mike and Ryan, it's going to be so hard to have to vote one of them out, because pretty much whoever gets immunity is the one who decides. I think do get immunity, just to go with strategy and do the best I could for me to win, I think I would keep Ryan with me.
I think Wade has a cheap advantage as far as knowing people before the game started. I think he hangs around a lot with some of the other people in the game on the jury.
Even though I applied for a whole bunch of people, I think I might still be able to have their votes when it comes down to it in the end. I don't know. I hopefully they'll vote for me. I'm a nice guy, despite all this lying and backstabbing and. Ugh.
I think if Mike and I were the final two, I don't know how the voting will go as the jury members. I'm not sure.
I don't think I have that great of a shot at winning, but I also don't think I'm out of it for sure, so we'll see what happens.
Out of me, Mike, and Ryan, I'm not sure who I would honestly say deserves to win most. Ryan's definitely sacrificed a lot to keep our alliance, just from having to lie to people and making sure the voting goes our way. We've all kind of, like I know Liz isn't too happy with me, so that's the price I have to pay. But other than that, it's just been, we've all had a pretty good strategy and we've all talked a lot together to figure things out, and just with the three of us putting our heads together is how we managed to get this far. I don't honestly know. We've all played a game well, I think.
You know, it is a game, and I'm here to hopefully win it, and that's just part of my plan.
It would be amazing to win, just because the very first moment I walked in to meet everyone, the first thought I had was I'm gone, I'm the first one gone, just because I felt kind of like an outsider. People kind of knew each other already, and I didn't plan on making an alliance so quickly, and I definitely didn't think we would take it this far. So I just think like it would prove so much if I did win.
As far as the challenge, I think I could win it, and I'm gonna try to win it.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Doing good.
Good.
Welcome to the final immunity challenge. After taking part in today's challenge, you will have completed every task challenge of the game. Today's challenge is the challenge of endurance. Over here, by this tree, there are 3 buckets. Each of you is going to stand on a bucket with one hand on the tree, which you can never take off the tree. You have to keep your hand on the tree. The last person standing on their bucket wins immunity. All right, first things first, Ryan, you gotta take back that necklace. Win this today, guaranteed a spot in the final 2. All right, let's do this. Everyone grab a bucket. All right, you cannot move that hand from the tree. If you lift your hand, you lost immunity. Survivors ready? Go! Time starting now.
Little tadpole swimming in the sun something.
You don't even know the words to
I'm the guitarist. I play guitar. She had some tadpoles today. 100%.
Everyone's like hand, they're just feeling my hand. This should be the tree that's like crawling with like big ants. That'd be awesome. Like the ones crawling with.
Wade, how you doing?
Not so bad. I think I can hold this for a good amount of time.
What's a good amount of time?
I'd estimate maybe an hour, hour and a half.
How about you, Em? How you doing?
My hand hurts.
Think you can last?
I don't know. My hand's numb.
You cold? What you thinking about, Mike?
Winning. That's all I'm thinking.
Wait, you're out. Sorry, man. What happened?
A little slippery, no traction.
Shit. Alright, guys, there's 2 of you left. We've been going for about 5 minutes now. See how long you guys can keep this up.
Whoa, she moved it.
My entire palm was on the tree.
No.
Yes, it was. I moved my fingers and flicked my palm. Look at you! Anyways, you got a big knot right there to push through.
Do you want some tissue? Tissue? Do you want some tissue? I'm just kidding, I got some tissue.
Well, it sucks, but whatever, at least I'm not standing in the cold.
You guys want me to sing a song by my band?
Yeah, let's hear
Old
it.
Man Hands to pass the time. It's called 100% Tadpoles. Little tadpole swimming in the sea. Little tadpole, why are you looking at me? Little tadpole, dry your eyes. Something, 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 something. That's it. It's really good though. Yeah. Yeah, it's really long. Our band is called Old Man Hands though.
We're coming on 50 minutes. You guys cold? Tired? Want to get down?
Look at me.
I hate you, Wade. You didn't experience the pain me and him did.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Keep this up?
Yeah.
How about you?
I don't know.
You want to end it?
Can't do it anymore.
Em, you're down.
My arms.
Mike, community. Congratulations. Final 2.
Money in my pants!
I have no blood in my hand.
Alright guys, good job. Tribal Council tonight where we will determine who is going to be in the final 2 with Mike. Mike, you have a lot to think about. Head back to camp.
I guess we all kind of expected we'd have to, at some point, do some kind of endurance thing. So it had to be today.
So going into the challenge today, I knew it was going to be some type of an endurance test, or that's at least what I thought it'd be. So when I saw the challenge and what it would be, I wasn't too surprised. And immediately when I saw it, I thought I had a definite chance to win because I mean I think I have the determination. And I really had nothing to do today, so I mean, as far as Wade and Emily, I think they had more stuff to do as far as homework wise. So I had the advantage right there.
It sucked because it was so cold and rainy.
I think Emily was a bit more affected than me by the cold.
It was just not fun in general. I'm so mad at myself though, but I couldn't last any longer, and Gabo just looked like he was gonna go forever.
I think that definitely played a role in the challenge. I think both of our hands were freezing, and I think that's ultimately what led her to falling off, while as Wade is just a moron, and that's what led him to falling off.
So finally, after an hour, my hand was just so numb and frozen. But, oh well. I feel like I'm gone now though. I felt like I gave up my chance at staying when I stepped off of that bucket. But I think Gabo would have done anything to stay up there as long as possible, so I could just, I don't know, from the look in his face.
I thought it was definitely a good challenge to determine who would be in the final two, who would the most will to be in the final two.
I'm so scared for tonight. I don't know.
It would be bad for me to take away to the finals because knows a lot of people on the jury before this game started, and I think he would get possibly a lot more votes than I would, and I don't think I have that great of a chance against him.
I don't know how Gabo's deciding like what he's basing this on, but I don't know.
Throughout the game, Emily's kind of been in the background. I think myself and Wade have done most of the work, so she hasn't really ruffled any feathers or pissed anyone off. So I think people would vote for her more than me because I've kind of backstabbed a little bit and lied a little bit, whereas she has just stayed in the background and hasn't really done anything.
I feel like I'm gonna be gone tonight.
Just gonna bring in our jury. Brian, Rochelle, Kelly, Matt, Elizabeth, and Ed. Welcome, guys, to our second to last tribal council. Due to a tornado that touched down on Newton campus, our tribal council caved. And then there were three. Let's talk about today's immunity challenge. Mike, in an absolute test of willpower in the freezing cold rain, you kicked their asses. Tell me about it.
I wouldn't necessarily say I kicked their asses. I definitely kicked Wade's ass because he fell right away. But as far as Emily, I think I barely beat her because I was ready to get down right then. So I just barely lasted him, I think.
Like for you?
I was doing well. I was pretty confident, but then the rain kind of got to me in my sneakers, and the trashing on my sneakers just kind of gave way, and I fell on my butt.
Emily, you were fighting the whole time, hanging on to the very end. What happened in the end?
I don't know. I'm so disappointed in myself. I was really intimidated by Gabo, who was looking pretty calm and collected, and I was sitting there just like in so much pain. It was definitely hard to finally step down, but I just felt like I couldn't do it anymore, and I felt like Mike would have stayed there forever. That's just what I felt then.
Alright, let me explain to you how this is going to work tonight. There's three of you left. Mike obviously has immunity. You can't vote for him. So in effect, Emily, you would have to vote for Ryan. Ryan would have to vote for Emily. Your votes cancel each other out. So therefore, Mike is going to be the only one who votes tonight. Mike, lots of reasons why you would pick one person over the other. My only question for you is, do you want to hear what they have to say as to why you should keep them, or have you already made up your mind?
I believe I would like to hear what they have to say.
All right, Ryan?
Well, I've been on your team since the beginning. We live in the same dorm. We're, not too far away from me. I don't know. We're friends, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Emily?
Well, I just think going into this game, we kind of felt the same way, like had the same apprehensions and stuff, and I don't know, I think it's awesome we've stuck together so far.
Okay, this is the last time you're going to have any control over this game. After 14 weeks of being in control, after your vote tonight, the power is going to shift from your hands to the jury. All right, go write down a name.
This is by far the worst vote, being that it's me deciding who I want in the final. So either way, someone goes away mad at me, I think. I hope you understand this vote, and Talk to you soon.
All right, I'll go tally the vote. The vote is read, the decision is final, and the person voted out must leave the child council area immediately. And the 14th person voted off from Newton campus. Emily, could you grab your torch? Emily, in this case, Mike has voted. Okay, guys, you can head back to camp and plan out what you're going to say to the jury tomorrow night. Good night.
Well, I've had an awesome time. This has been so much fun, and I'm really glad I did it. I've got to meet a lot of people and had some great experiences. I'm definitely disappointed that I got this far. I'm proud of myself though that I did make it this far. It's just tough to get down to the final three and be the last one to go. And especially since I'm the one that gave up in the challenge this morning. But I don't hold it against Gavel, and I wish them both good luck. I'm not sure who I'm going to vote for. I guess I'll have to wait to hear what they have to say for themselves. But